Hello everyone, welcome to Radiology Cases tutorial. Today we are going to discuss the gallbladder ultrasound. In this video we will discuss the normal gallbladder versus abnormal gallbladder pathologies that are usually seen in the ultrasound. Gallbladder is a long oval-shaped organ that is positioned beneath the liver that is immediately adjacent to the interlobar fissure, and it measures about 8 to 10 centimeter in length and 3 to 5 centimeter in width and have the capacity of about 50 to 60 ml. Its wall thickness is about 3.5 mm. In this image we can see that this is the ligamentum teres, and this structure is called interlobar fissure, and gallbladder is almost located in just inferior to this interlobar fissure. This is the transverse view of the liver that is showing here the ligamentum teres, and this one is the interlobar fissure, and you can see here that gallbladder is located immediately inferior to this interlobar fissure. Now this is the magnified view that shows the contracted gallbladder lumen, and it measures about 2.7 mm its wall thickness. As the gallbladder is partially contracted, so this makes the wall appear to be thick, although it measures about just 2.7 mm. And this is the corresponding transverse view of the gallbladder. This view shows that this is the echogenic layer, that is the mucosal layer, and its outer hypoechoic layer is the muscularis that is surrounding the mucosal layer of the gallbladder. Now here we can see that gallbladder folds in the different patients that have the no clinical significance, and here we can see that gallbladder lumen, and this one is the gallbladder fold. This is a typical junction fold near the gallbladder neck, and here we can see the larger folds in the gallbladder neck, and these are the partial septa that is located into the lumen of the gallbladder. In this sonogram you can see that there is a almost incomplete septa inside the gallbladder fundus, and this structure is called the Phrygian cap that can be seen in ultrasound, but this structure has no clinical significance. Now this is the gallbladder pathology, that is septated gallbladder. Now in this diagram we can see that gallbladder has a septa at its central area, and this is the longitudinal view that shows the thin septation in the body of the gallbladder with literal deformation of the outer gallbladder contour, and this is a transverse view through the septation that shows a small rounded defect in the periphery of the septation that allows for the communication between the two segments of the gallbladder. Now here you can see the ectopic gallbladder. This is the longitudinal view of the right upper quadrant of the patient with the small liver due to cirrhosis, and this is the liver margin that is looking nodular due to the cirrhosis of the liver, and this is the gallbladder, and you can see here that gallbladder body and the fundus are interposed between the liver and the abdominal wall. And here you can see that they are the two gallbladders that are present in the same patient, and this is the gallbladder duplication in a patient. A complete duplication of the gallbladder into two separate structures is visible here. During the gallbladder sonogram, it is important to visualize whole of the gallbladder lumen along with its neck, and here we can see the importance of visualization of the entire gallbladder neck. This is longitudinal view of the gallbladder that shows apparently stone-free lumen, and this one is the longitudinal view that is showing more of the gallbladder neck and demonstrates a shadowing stone within a folded segment of the gallbladder. Here we can see that this calculus is showing prominent shadowing. This is a clue that gallbladder neck is showing a calculus. The stone in the gallbladder is known as cholelithiasis. Its causes may be different. Some stones are cholesterol that are about 80%, some are mixed, and some are the pigmented stones that are about 20%. If we discuss the sonographic features of the gallbladder stones, the GB stones will be mobile, and GB stone will be hyperechogenic with acoustic shadowing, and when the stone will be little than 3 mm, it is called the concretions. It does not have any acoustic shadowing. For ultrasonography to realize the calculus, the patient position should be shifted, and it is done to differentiate the stones from the polyps. If it is the stone, then it will be mobile and change its position with the patient positioning. and but if it is polyp, then it does not change its position. It is always adherent to the gallbladder wall. Stone can be present in any part of the gallbladder, and it may be a single or multiple, but if multiple stones are present, then measure the largest one, calculus, in the gallbladder. Now here we can see that this is the echogenic foci, that is the gallbladder calculus, and showing the clear acoustic shadowing. But if we change the patient position, then this gallbladder stone will change its location with the patient positioning. In this sonogram, we can see multiple stones that are layering in the dependent portion of the gallbladder and showing prominent acoustic shadowing. But here we can see multiple small stones that are layering in the posterior gallbladder wall, that is the dependent portion of the gallbladder, and showing the prominent acoustic shadowing. And this gallbladder lumen is partially distended. And in this sonogram, we can see that gallbladder is contracted and showing a large calculus that is echogenic, and it is showing a prominent acoustic shadowing, and it is present immediately adjacent to the gas filled bowel loops, which is showing the dirty shadowing. Now we will discuss the gallbladder sludge. When the calcium, bilirubin, and the cholesterol get accumulated in the gallbladder, and they form the gallbladder sludge. Sludge will be mobile, and it does not produce any acoustic shadowing, and it appears hypoechoic in the anechoic lumen of the gallbladder, and it may also form the sludge ball. Its measurement is done when it settles down and its occupied area is measured. Now in this sonogram, we can see the membranous sludge. This is a transverse view that shows enlarged gallbladder lumen, that is containing typical sludge, as well as the sludge that is simulated sloughed mucosal membranes. Here this echogenic layer is the sloughed off mucosal membrane, so this is called the membranous sludge, and its measurement was taken from inner to inner portion of the gallbladder, that is occupying whole of the gallbladder. In the sonogram, we can see the color Doppler view that does not showing any vascularity in the echogenic foci, and it does not have any acoustic shadowing. It is glue that it is a sludge ball, as it has no internal vascularity that differentiate it from the polyp. Now we will discuss another gallbladder pathology, that is acute cholecystitis. Cholecystitis is the inflammation of the gallbladder wall, and it occurs from the persistent obstruction of the cystic duct or the gallbladder neck by the impacted calculus. A number of sonographic findings support the diagnosis of both the acute cholecystitis and advanced acute cholecystitis, and they include the gallstones, gallbladder wall thickening, gallbladder enlargement, pericholecystic fluid, and a stone impacted in the gallbladder neck or the cystic duct, and the focal tenderness directly over the gallbladder. Now this is the sonogram. Here we can see the acute cholecystitis. This is the longitudinal view of the gallbladder, and this is the gallbladder lumen. And here the gallbladder wall thickness measurement is about 5.7 mm. That is more than the normal, and it is due to the impacted calculus that is present in the neck of the gallbladder and showing the acoustic shadowing. And this is the transverse view that shows the stone and the sludge in the gallbladder, and its wall thickness is also increased, that is looking more than the normal thickness of the gallbladder. Now this is the sonogram. This is the longitudinal view of the gallbladder that is showing the increased wall thickness of the gallbladder and showing the sludge in the gallbladder, and also a calculus that is showing acoustic shadowing, and a small collection of the pericholecystic fluid is also visualized here and near the gallbladder fundus, which may be due to perforation of the gallbladder. And this is a longitudinal view that shows the findings that are similar to here, but more extensive pericholecystic fluid that is surrounding the gallbladder. And here we can see that this is the gallbladder sludge that has settled down, and here a calculus with acoustic shading is also visualized. Now we are going to discuss the gangrenous cholecystitis in the different patients. Gangrenous cholecystitis shows pericholecystic fluid, sloughed off mucosal membranes, wall disruption, wall ulceration, and focal wall bulge. And here we can see that gallbladder is showing a focal region of the removal of the mucosa that is present in a patient with multiple stones in the gallbladder lumen, and also a large calculus that is impacted in the gallbladder neck, and its wall thickness is markedly increased. And in this sonogram we can see multifocal ulceration of the gallbladder mucosa that is seen in the mucosal irregularity. Now this is another sonogram that shows the signs of gangrenous cholecystitis, and here we can see that thick gallbladder wall with the intramural ulcerations at multiple sites in the gallbladder wall. And in this sonogram we can see that slough of mucosa that is floating in the gallbladder lumen, and its muscular layer is intact. Now this is a sonogram of hemorrhagic cholecystitis. This is the transverse and this is the longitudinal view of the gallbladder, and gallbladder shows heterogeneous solid material that is the clotted blood filling most of the lumen of the gallbladder, and here pericholecystic fluid is also visualized. And in this longitudinal view the same findings are visible, and gallbladder lumen shows heterogeneous solid clotted blood filling with most of the lumen of the gallbladder. Now we are going to discuss the gallbladder carcinoma. Gallbladder carcinoma is the cancer of the gallbladder wall, and it most commonly occurs in the females. The sonographic appearance of the gallbladder cancer is the mass centered in the gallbladder fossa with associated stones, and eccentric irregular wall thickening, bulky intraluminal polypoid mass, infiltration of the adjacent liver or the vessels, periportal or the peripancreatic lymphadenopathy, and the bile duct obstruction. Now we'll discuss the different cases of the gallbladder mass, and this is the hypoechoic mass that is arising from the fundus of the gallbladder that is invading the liver. And here we can see that gallbladder calculus is also present that is showing the acoustic enhancement, and this calculus is present almost in the neck of the gallbladder. And this is another sonogram that is showing the focal thickening of the medial wall of the gallbladder with detectable internal vascularity. That is the clue that this one is the gallbladder carcinoma. This is another sonogram of the gallbladder cancer with the nodal metastasis, and this is the longitudinal view that is showing a focal area of the gallbladder wall thickening due to a cancer, as well as multiple stones are also present in the gallbladder lumen. This is the longitudinal view of the bile duct, and it shows two enlarged degenerating lymph nodes in the porta hepatis. Now this is the metastatic melanoma. Melanoma is the cancer of the skin, and this is the longitudinal view of the gallbladder that shows several polypoid lesions in the patient with the widely metastatic melanoma, and gallbladder wall edema is also noted due to the portal hypertension that is caused by the diffused liver metastasis. This is the sonogram of metastatic lung cancer, and the longitudinal view of the gallbladder shows a large polypoid mass in the neck of the gallbladder. Now we are going to discuss another gallbladder pathology, that is the gallbladder polyp. Polyps are the outgrowth that are produced on the walls of the gallbladder and most commonly in the posterior wall. The ultrasound features of the gallbladder polyp are echogenic and appear as a hyperechoic masses, and polyps are attached to the gallbladder walls and are fixed. Polyps do not produce any shadow, and polyps less than 5 mm are cholesterol polyps and no need to further investigate. The multiple and of larger than 10 mm are mostly the tumors. They may be malignant or the benign, and they should be sent for the biopsy. If the multiple polyps are present, we should have to measure the largest one. Now this is a sonogram that is showing a gallbladder polyp. This is a sonogram that is showing the longitudinal view of the gallbladder, and it shows a small non-shadowing polyp defect along the non-dependent portion of the gallbladder typical of a cholesterol polyp, and it does not showing any acoustic shadowing. This is the clue that this is not a calculus, but it is a polyp. This is another large 3 centimeter polyp that was pathologically proven to present as adenoma. It is showing its echogenic texture but does not showing any acoustic shadowing. This is sonogram of the gallbladder that is showing the power Doppler view, and it shows the vascular pedicle of the polyp that is helping to distinguish this from the sludge ball. Now we are going to discuss another gallbladder pathology, that is adenomyomatosis. Adenomyomatosis is a benign, usually asymptomatic condition that may produce the focal or the diffuse wall thickening. Comet tail artifacts produced by the cholesterol crystals deposited in the rocky truncaceous of sinuses are the characteristic findings of the adenomyomatosis. Now we'll discuss the adenomyomatosis in the different patients. This is a small cystic area in the gallbladder wall with associated comet tail artifact, and this is the clue that this is the adenomyomatosis, that is the characteristic feature of adenomyomatosis. This is another sonogram of the gallbladder that is showing the focal segmental wall thickening in the mid portion of the gallbladder with associated narrowing of the gallbladder contour. Here is visible, and the cometal artifact is also visualized. Stones are present in the fundal region of the gallbladder segment. Now in this sonogram we can see the rocky truncaceous of sinuses, and this is the longitudinal view that shows a solid mass in the gallbladder fundus. A small cystic space suspicion for a rocky truncaceous sinus is seen here, and this is the similar transverse view that shows several distinct bronchiectasis sinuses that are clearly visualized here. Now we will discuss another pathology in the gallbladder, that is the gallbladder wall thickening. Gallbladder wall thickening is a non-specific finding with a lengthy differential diagnosis. Extensive wall thickening is usually due to the systemic edema forming states rather than the cholecystitis. Now this is a sonogram of the gallbladder wall thickening in a patient. This is the longitudinal view of the gallbladder. This is the gallbladder lumen, and here shows a diffuse thickening of the gallbladder wall. This gallbladder wall thickening is secondary to the congestive heart failure, and this is another sonogram that is showing the longitudinal view of the gallbladder, which also showing the diffused thickening of the gallbladder wall that is secondary to the hepatitis. In this patient with hepatitis, the gallbladder lumen is completely contracted, and the coated mucosal layer are seen as a thin echogenic lines in the center of the gallbladder. Now here we can see gallbladder wall varices. This is the transverse grayscale image of the gallbladder that is showing the tortuous looking gallbladder vessels. This is the color Doppler view of the gallbladder wall thickening that is secondary to the diffuse gallbladder wall varices. Now we are going to discuss another gallbladder pathology, that is the porcelain gallbladder. The extensive calcification of the gallbladder produces a brittle bluish wall that has led to the term porcelain gallbladder. It is associated with chronic gallbladder inflammation, and 95% of the cases have the gallstones. Now this is a sonogram that is showing the porcelain gallbladder. This is a transverse view that shows an echogenic superficial GB wall with complete shadowing of the remainder of the gallbladder lumen and its back wall. This is called the West sign. West stand for wall echo shadowing. This shows that gallbladder is full of multiple calculi, and visualization of the second wall of the gallbladder is difficult here. This is the longitudinal view of the gallbladder that shows the echogenic superficial wall with the shadowing of the deep GB wall in the region of the fundus, but the sound attenuation and visualization of the back wall and the body of the GB is visualized.